Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq, coming to you live from CES 2024 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Joining me for this segment, we have Wright, Vice President of Engineering at Unico, to discuss 2024 EV technology trends. Don, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Yeah, thank you very much.
What are the biggest trends that you're seeing in EV so far this year at CES?
Yeah, I think we're seeing a lot of shift towards safety and also manufacturability of the EVs. A lot of companies now had their first or second generation of electric vehicles out on the roads. They're getting lots of feedback, some good, some not good. And we're really seeing a lot of technology trends to try to reduce the cost of batteries and EVs in general, as well as make them safer, because anytime there's an event, it gets lots of publicity. And so I'm seeing those types of trends, different battery configurations, of course higher voltages in the battery packs, and lots of very interesting announcements from like Hyundai, lots of really great displays from John Deere, from Caterpillar, from VinFast. They have some of their new vehicles here. Honda made the big announcement this morning with their new platforms that are coming in 26. So it's really exciting times here for the electric vehicle.
We were talking about this off camera, how you're seeing more industrial companies here and the diversity of companies that are representing this year, which I think is encouraging.
Yes, yeah.
But my question to you is, are EVs here to stay? What do you say to those that are skeptical, whether it's charging anxiety, infrastructure anxiety, affordability?
Yeah. So both my wife and I drive EVs in the Midwest, so we understand the charging complexity. And last year we really saw lots of small charger companies, with very beautiful DC fast chargers. I'm seeing more industrial chargers. I'm seeing some of the bigger players bring chargers to the market, like LG announced their new plant in Texas. And so I think a lot of those hurdles that people are seeing are being addressed by these companies. Like you said, there's some bigger industrial companies that are coming in now, and I think they're being a little bit more patient with their news, with the next developments, because they understand that a lot of the hype and stuff that maybe people have done in the past really boosted it up, and then when people tried out EVs for their first time, and then maybe they went on a trip and wasn't as successful, they were really disappointed. And of course that gets lots of word of mouth, and then people are maybe pulling away from EVs again. So, you hear about this downturn. I think it may be a short pause while everybody regroups and then really starts working on the next generation products.
Yeah, well, I mean, part of the challenge is that there's so many aggressive goals that are out there, and these things require testing. There's regulations, there's safety concerns, to your point.
Absolutely.
But let's talk about what's encouraging. What should EV viewers, what should they be excited about when it comes to EV technology in 2024?
Yeah, so I really think that we're seeing a higher level of safety in the battery packs. A lot of companies are moving up to an LFP chemistry, which kind of was where we started from. It's a little bit more safe. It has a lower energy density than the NMC chemistries have, which has other complications with rare materials inside. But this is a safer battery pack. But then it also calls for different configurations. So like the cell to pack, different sub-pack types of configurations. So we're seeing that a little bit more prevalent, higher voltages, and all of this stuff will alleviate a lot of those issues with charger anxiety, because you can charge up faster. And then of course the infrastructure. As more of these big companies start bringing their chargers out to market, we're going to have a bigger infrastructure. We've already seen really great announcements from a lot of the OEMs that are partnering together to build an infrastructure kind of like what Tesla did. And so as we get more and more chargers out there that are working, this will really ease a lot of people's minds.
Where does Unico fit in the EV ecosystem?
Yeah, so we make very high power DC applications. So we do battery test systems. So we test everything from the small cells all the way up to the full packs. So a lot of these companies that are making new technology leaps in battery technology buy equipment from us to validate their battery packs to make sure that they're going to work in the vehicle. We also make full vehicle test systems, so you can put an entire vehicle, electric vehicle, on one of our test beds and actually measure the range, measure the performance in cold weather, and allow those customers to then bring their vehicles to market with the confidence that it's going to give them the consumer the performance that they're looking for.
All right, Don, appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on
Thank
Trade
you.
Talks. Thanks for joining me from CES. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.